Hello everyone. Today we will analyze statically determinate portal frame. Analysis of statically determinate portal frame. So we shall start the analysis with a simple problem. Here we have a frame A, B, C, D. We have loading on the frame. Member AB is having UDL 5 kN per meter. BC is having point load 10 kN and CD is not having any load. Distance is 5 meter, AB and CD. This is 2 meter and this is 2 meter. Then the question here is to analyze, or it may be like this: find AFD, draw AFD, SFD and BMD. So we have to analyze this frame. First we need to see whatever problem is given here, whether this problem is statically determinate or indeterminate. So here we have a hinge support, we have a roller support. At hinge support we have two reactions, at roller support we have only one reaction. The total number of reactions are 3. We have 3 equations of equilibrium and we can easily solve 3 unknown by using 3 equations of equilibrium. Okay, so we know the reaction here. Here it is so here we have VA, horizontal reaction at A. Here only one reaction we are having, VD, because it is roller support. And here see vertical reaction at A. I am assuming towards upward. Vertical reaction, it may be downward, it may be upward, but we don't know where we have the reaction. We know A joint is having vertical reaction and we are assuming that at vertical direction. We don't know initially, we have to make assumption. Here also VD we are assuming vertically upward. It may be downward, we don't know. And here horizontal, it may be in this way, it may be in this way. This is towards right, this is towards left. We don't know initially. Initially we have to make certain assumption and we may find which assumption is right. I will tell you. So very first reaction in this problem or in any type of this problem is to find the reaction. We have to find reaction first. Whatever the reactions offered by the support, we need to find it. Okay, so how to find horizontal reaction at A? We have to use summation of f of x equal to 0. What is the meaning of this? All the forces and reactions with respect to horizontal directions are equal to 0. Okay, and we have to take whichever the force is acting towards left, take it negative, and whichever the force is acting towards right, take it positive. Now here HA is acting towards left side, take minus HA, and we have this UDL, horizontal UDL. We have to take the total UDL of this, which is concentrated at the center of this length. So the intensity of the UDL into length, you will get total load acting at the center. Okay, so this is acting towards right, take it positive, plus 5 into 5 total load of UDL, and you do not have any other horizontal force, horizontal reaction, so this is enough. Equate it to 0, you may get HA equal to 25 kilonewton. Now see here HA, the direction of the HA you have assumed the direction of HA, and you are getting positive. You are not getting minus 25 kilonewton, you are getting plus 25 kilonewton. It means that whatever direction we have assumed is correct, is right. Okay, you don't have to change the direction. We have assumed the direction, we got positive value, whatever direction you assumed is right. Now we need to find VA or VD. In order to find VA, we have to take moment about point D. Moment about point D. Take moment about point D. If I ask you what is moment about point D, what is point D? Point D is having roller support. We know from the basic, roller support is not having any moment. The moment at roller support is 0, at hinge support is 0. We have to write that, and we have to follow direction. We have to go from A to D. A to D means whatever force are coming in between this, we have to take all the force in order to find moment about point D. Okay, so which direction we are following here? Left to right. In this direction we know clockwise moment is positive, anti-clockwise moment is negative. You see my video, a sign convention for internal force developed in the member, sign convention for axial force, sign convention for shear force, and sign convention for bending moment. If you are following a direction left to right, clockwise will be positive, anti-clockwise will be negative. So see, the first force is VA. We are calculating bending moment about point D. The perpendicular distance is 4 meter. So VA into 4. This is creating clockwise moment. This point is fixed. Okay, this point is fixed, and you are applying force like this. You make this point fixed and apply force like this. It will create clockwise moment. Okay, from the direction this is positive. Next you have HA. HA will not come into picture because line of action is this is the line of action of HA, and the distance from D is 0. So this will not create any moment, this will not come into picture. So next you have UDL. The total load of UDL is acting on the center of member AB. This is the line of action of the total load. The perpendicular distance is 2.5, and this is also creating clockwise. So plus 5 into 5 total load of the UDL into 2.5. Then you have this point load acting on member BC. The line of action of this point load is, this is the line of action, and the perpendicular distance from D is, because we are taking moment about D, so we have to see the perpendicular distance with respect to point D. Okay, so this perpendicular distance is 2 meter, and you see this load is creating anti-clockwise moment. This is fixed, make this point is fixed, and this is a load acting downward. You see how this is creating. If you apply force like this will rotate in anti-clockwise direction. So here we have to take minus 10 into 2. Then you do not have any load to D, up to D, equal to 0. So VA, you will get the value of VA by solving this equation as minus 10.63 kilonewton. See, you got minus value. What is the meaning of this? You got this minus value means whatever direction you have assumed is not correct. You got minus value means you have to change the direction. You have to change the direction. It will be like this. It will be downward. After making this downward, you write the value of VA positive, 10.63 kilonewton. Okay. You have assumed it upward. You got negative value. Negative value means whatever direction you have assumed is not correct. It should be downward. Make it downward. Then again write the positive value of VA. Okay. Now we need to find VD. VD is also one reaction that we need to find. How to find VD? We have to use summation of f of y equal to 0. Summation of f of y, the force which is going upward, take it positive. The force which is going downward, take it negative. Okay. VA is going downward. All the forces in vertical direction we have to take. Minus VA. We know the value of VA, 10.63 kilonewton. We have this point load acting downward, minus 10. We have this VD acting upward, plus VD equal to 0. So VD comes to 20.63 kilonewton. Now see, you got the positive value of VD, means the direction that you have assumed is correct. Now the second step here is analyze the members of the frame separately. Or isolate the member, isolating the member and finding axial force, shear force and bending moment. So what we have to do here, we have to isolate the member, we have to draw free body diagram of the member, and then we have to find axial force, shear force and bending moment. The first member here for this frame is member AB. Okay, so we need to draw the free body diagram of member AB. A, B, show the load acting on member AB, 5 kilonewton per meter. The reaction at A, VA is downward, we know, 10.63. Horizontal reaction is 25, acting towards left direction. Okay, and this is having 5 meter length. AB is having 5 meter length. Now we have to talk about balancing of the member AB. We need to balance the member AB with respect to vertical direction and with respect to horizontal direction. How to balance this? Now we know the reaction at A, we have to find the reaction at B. It's very simple. So see here, with respect to vertical direction, if you are talking about balancing with respect to vertical direction, here 10.63 is acting downward, here it should be upward, 10.63, so that summation of f of y is equal to 0, so that equilibrium condition is achieved. Okay, now you can see here 10.63 is acting downward, here 10.63 is acting upward. This member is balanced with respect to vertical direction. this member is balanced with respect to vertical direction. Now you also have to find the horizontal reaction at B. So horizontal reaction at B will be 0. If you see, 25 is acting towards left side, and here the total load of UDL is also 25, which is acting towards right. So this is balanced. There will not be any reaction to balance anything, because already the balance has occurred. Okay, so this is one way. You can also use this equation, summation of f of x equal to 0 minus hb minus 25, this 25 plus 25 equal to 0. So hb will be equal to 0. Okay, so now we can go for the axial force, shear force and bending moment. You see here, the axial force is along the member. The nature of the axial force is tensile, 10.63 away from the joint, 10.63 away from the joint. We know from the sign convention, for tensile axial force we have to take positive. For compression axial force we have to take negative. And this axial force is constant throughout the member. Okay, so here the nature of the axial force is tension, take it positive, 10.63 kilonewton, 10.63 kilonewton, AFD for member AB. Okay, now we have to go for shear force diagram. Shear force diagram, you just make in this way or look in this way, or else this is also okay. First we have to calculate shear force at various point, then we can go for the drawing of shear force diagram. First point is shear force at left of A. Left of A means like this. This is point A. At left of A, you do not have any perpendicular force to the member. You do not have. So at left of A, the shear force is 0. At right of A, shear force is having some value, AB. You have to look in this way. Okay, so then you are traveling, or you are going from left of A to right of A, and one force is going upward. 25 kilonewton is going upward. So when you are following a direction from left to right, for shear force, the upward force will be positive and the downward force will be negative. Okay, A to B means it is left to right. Although we are following this way, but you have to see in this way, AB, we are following a left to right direction. So here at the right of A, shear force is 25 kilonewton, and the next point is point B. Point B, left of point B. Left of point B, you are going from right of A to left of B. The entire UDL is going downward. Shear force at right of point A is 25. Here it is 25 plus 25, and when you go to point left of point B, the entire UDL is going downward. Minus 25 force is coming there. Okay, so here at right of A is 25, and when you travel from this point to this point, the entire UDL is going downward, the force is going downward, so you have to take negative. Minus 5 into 5. The shear force at left of B is 0. Okay, now next point is shear force at right of B. Right of B means from left of B to right of B, there is no reaction, this is 0. So the shear force here also it will be 0. So you need to draw the shear force diagram. This is the datum. Above this positive, below this negative, like this. At left of A 0, at right of A 25 kilonewton, at left of B 0, at right of B also 0 plus. So this is shear force diagram SFD for member AB. So we are left with the calculation of bending moment. We also have to draw the bending moment diagram for member AB. Bending moment at A. What is bending moment at A? We know the support of A is hinge. We know from the basic that hinge support is having no moment, so bending moment at A is 0. Next point is B. Bending moment at B. Bending moment at B. What is B joint? B joint is rigid. It is not having any internal hinge. So at rigid joint, at rigid support, we have moment. We have to calculate. Now we have to go from A to B in order to calculate bending moment at B. Okay, A to B means again we are following the direction left to right. You go back to my video of sign convention of internal forces. What is the sign convention for axial force, sign convention for shear force, and sign convention for bending moment? Refer that video and you will identify how to define the sign convention. So now see here, we have to go from A to B in order to find moment at B. Now all the forces, the loads we have to consider. 25 is that perpendicular distance from B. This 25 is, this is the line of action of the 25. Perpendicular distance from B is 5 meter because we are finding bending moment at point B. So 25 into 5 because it is creating clockwise moment. The nature of moment is clockwise. Then you have this 10.63 kilonewton. 10.63, the line of action of this 10.63 is intersecting point B, means the distance is 0. So 10.63 will not come into picture. Then you have this UDL. This UDL, the total load of UDL is concentrated at the center. This is the concentrated load of the UDL. Okay, line of action is this. So perpendicular distance from B is 2.5 meter, and this will create anti-clockwise moment. You see this point, make this point fixed and apply this load like this, and this will create anti-clockwise moment. So here in our case, anti-clockwise moment will be negative because we are following a direction from left to right. Anti-clockwise moment 5 into 5 into 5 total load of UDL into 2.5. So bending moment at B is 62.5 kilonewton meter. So draw the bending moment at point B. Draw datum above, below, above indicating positive bending moment, below indicating negative bending moment. So bending moment at A is 0 and bending moment at B is 62.5. The variation of the bending moment will be parabolic because it is loaded with the UDL. Bending moment at A is 0, bending moment at B is 62.5 kilonewton meter. So bending moment diagram for member AB. Okay. Now we have to go for the analysis of member BC. First draw the free body diagram of member BC. Load acting on member BC, 10 kilonewton, 2 meter, 2 meter. We have here AB, reaction at B of member AB 10.63, this is 0. Now see here, before analyzing member BC, first we have to make the joint B, we have to balance the joint B, we have to make the joint B in static condition. So how we can make that? We have to see the reaction at joint B of member AB. We have vertical reaction at B, horizontal reaction at B. We have to balance joint B of member BC. Now see, this is going upward, here it should go downward 10.63, so that it is balanced with respect to vertical direction. Here 0 is not having any impact, then also I am defining the direction so that we can understand the equilibrium condition. 0 is acting towards left, here 0 should act towards right direction, so that it is balanced with respect to horizontal direction. Now this is over, we have done with the balancing of joint B. Now we have to balance member BC. In order to balance member BC, we have to find the vertical reaction and horizontal reaction at C. Now see, this 0 is acting towards right, here 0 should act towards left in order to balance with respect to horizontal direction. Now see, with respect to vertical direction, 10.63 is acting downward, 10 is also acting downward. The total load acting downward is 20.63. So in order to have equilibrium with respect to vertical direction, here the reaction should be 20.63. 20.63 is going downward, 20.63 is going upward. So now this member is balanced with respect to vertical direction, and it is also balanced with respect to horizontal direction. If you are not getting this, you assume this the reaction here VC and find the reaction. This is very easy. You can use this equation, summation of f of y equal to 0, VC plus VC minus 10.63 minus 10 equal to 0. So VC will be 20.63. You are getting positive, means direction is correct. Okay, so axial force for this member is 0. You show like this, 0 AFD for member BC. What about the shear force? We have to calculate shear force at various point. We have the first point, left of B, shear force at left of B is 0. Shear force at left of B, there is no perpendicular force. Right of B equal to, from left of B to right of B, one force is going downward. Whatever force is going downward, take it negative, minus 10.63. So take this point as E. Next is left of E. So we are going from right of B to left of E, and between this you do not have any new force. Okay, are you getting the point? You do not have any new force. So what is the meaning of that? The shear force will remain constant. Okay, next point is right of E. From left of E you are going to right of E. What is the shear force at left of E? Minus 10.63, and when you are going again, minus 10 will add to that point. So minus 10.63 here, you are going from here to here, again minus 10. So shear force at right of E will be minus 20.63. Then which is the next point? Next point is left of C. from right of E to left of C. You do not have any new force, so the shear force will be constant. Next point is right of C. From left of C to right of C. What is the shear force at left of C? Minus 20.63. Minus 20.63. As you go from this point to this point, 20.63 is going upward. So minus 20.63 plus 20.63, the shear force at this is 0. Minus 20.63 plus 20.63 equal to 0. So draw the shear force diagram. At left of B 0, positive, negative. Left of B 0, right of B minus 10.63. Left of E, same value, minus 10.63. Right of E minus 20.63. Left of C minus 20.63. Right of C 0. So this is 10.63. This is also 10.63. This is 20.63. 20.63 minus shear force diagram for member BC. Okay, now we have to go for bending moment diagram of member BC. We have calculated bending moment of point B. We have calculated that. We have calculated bending moment about point B. We got 62.5, which is positive. So that means that we can show bending moment at point B, positive bending moment, indicating a clockwise direction, because we have calculated. Okay, now we have to find bending moment at point E and bending moment at point C. Then we can draw the bending moment diagram for member BC. Okay, so here I will draw bending moment diagram. Okay, and here I will calculate the bending moment diagram. At B we have calculated 62.5 kilonewton meter. Next point is E. So we are going from B to E. We have to take all the moments, all the force which is coming in between. Okay, so we are falling left to right direction. Clockwise will be positive, anti-clockwise will be negative. So 62.5 positive because it is clockwise. Then you have this 10.63. The perpendicular distance with respect to E is 2 meter, and this 10.63 is creating anti-clockwise moment. Okay, so minus 10.63 into 2, and after this you do not have any force. So calculate bending moment at point point E. So what is bending moment at point E? 41